What's up?
Let's do it!
It's Poets here, Friday, 2 p.m. We're here on Surge FM. My name's Jack Perry. I'm joined by JJ Selwyn.
Hello.
Rob Morris.
Howdy.
George Williams.
Hello.
Speak a bit close to the mic, mate.
Yeah, how we going on sound there?
On the microphone.
How's the sound going?
Text us in.
Text us in. Let us know.
Number, Jack.
The number is 044 8856 416. And yeah, it's good to be back. Last week was a bit of an interesting episode. We got a bit lost in the gutter hour session, which was 3 to 4, and then
Yeah, the raps didn't.
yeah, the raps weren't flying. Might be some more raps later. Might not be. We'll see.
Well, probably not. We're going to try and stay away from those.
We'll see, maybe.
Yeah.
Inspiration strikes.
JJ, how was your 2-hour stint last week solo?
It was good. I mean, it started off a bit rough because it's hard to think of stuff to say. It was a bit weird being in here by myself, but I worked my way into it, I think. So it got kind of better as it went along.
Yeah, good,
Got
man.
a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, you were talking about UFC a lot.
I only talked about UFC for about 5 minutes. It feels like you just listened. I
McGregor!
just listened to the
Is he
start.
back on the card yet?
No, he's not fighting. He's done.
He's done.
He's not
done,
but
bro.
He's not fighting UFC.
Does Dana White still like him?
Yeah, he's a big draw, but it's just they had to take a stand on this one issue.
They
and
did.
They couldn't let him fight.
Why?
Because the point is, it's all about setting a precedent.
Is it
If
really?
One dude thinks he's too big for the company and just can't show up, then everyone else will be like, why does he get that?
This is a
segment?
Tom Brady
And
NFL
also,
situation.
What if I don't show up? You can't. Like, I'm not going to. I'm not going to do my like.
Whoa.
my
So
required
wait. So what was
press.
McGregor threatening exactly?
No, so
to do?
McGregor, he
He
wasn't
pulled out.
threatening to
Give me
do
the
anything.
story.
Okay, so McGregor, so for UFC 200, which is the biggest event ever for the UFC, McGregor, there was a big press conference in Vegas, and everyone had to show up. And McGregor's basically said, "I'm training in Iceland. I'm not going to leave my camp and come to UFC to do this stupid media, which like media's pointless. I've done so many interviews, made so much money for the company. I'm just going to keep here in training because if I go into media, it'll ruin my preparation."
Yeah, and they offered to fly his gym stuff over.
Yeah, they said, "We'll bring you over." And he just said, "No, I'm not going to come." And they said, "If you're not going to come, then you're out." And then he made all this Twitter shit.
Yeah.
And then that's what happened. And so it was a big debacle, but he's not. He's out. He's off the card.
Because Dana White just had to put the foot down.
Yeah, stuck to his guns.
Yeah.
I got to respect Dana, man.
Yeah, I
He's
mean, you've
worth
gotta be
so much
strong
money.
as a
300
businessman.
big ones, bro.
300, yeah,
300 million?
Yeah.
The Fertittas are like billionaires just out in Vegas.
Fresh. And they didn't do anything, did they? They sort of just
They just
let
bought-
Dana run it.
Yeah, they just
Speak a bit close to JJ.
sure. They just bought the UFC, the company that owned it. Well, they just bought the UFC with their holding company, Zuffa. They bought the UFC in 1997 when UFC was still banned in a lot of the country. And it was a really small thing, but they saw.
Banned.
Yeah, there are a lot of countries. It
Gnarly,
only
bro.
just got legalized in New York like a couple of weeks ago. But
Wow.
yeah, exactly. So they bought it like UFC 1. If you ever watch the really old UFCs, it's nothing like what it is now. It's really dudes are on steroids. They fought like there was no weight classes, so it was like a lightweight against a heavyweight.
Oh, so
And
it
it
was
was-
David Goliath bloodshed.
Yeah, there was like this Hoist Gracie, this little jiu-jitsu fighter who'd fight these big heavyweights, and Hoist Gracie won
UFC
the-
1, right?
I think he won UFC 1.
Is
Yeah.
he one of the Gracie brothers?
Yeah.
He's part of the big Gracie
He's infamous,
family.
though.
The
No,
whole Gracie
well, yeah.
family is just.
Did they start jiu-jitsu?
The granddad, Helio Gracie, was like the founder in
Holy
Brazil.
fuck.
And he did jiu-jitsu till he was like 90, well into his 90s. He's like a jacked 90-year-old. You should see him. The whole family's their weapons. There's this young dude, Kron Gracie, who's like
Yeah.
a jiu-jitsu fiend now, who's like a beast as well. The whole family's really good.
Wow.
But yeah, so then they just had 4 sides to UFC, and it grew really big.
Unreal.
Yeah. Get
I-
around the UFC.
I-
Following on from that, what do you think about the Tyson Fury press conference,
Oh,
JJ?
did you guys see this?
No.
I didn't see this.
Dude, people
Wait, did
hate
none of you see
Tyson
it?
Fury,
Did any of you
man.
see his press conference?
Nah.
So he's the heavyweight champion.
What
of the
happened?
world.
Is there a
He
short
makes-
clip we can get up?
Yeah,
He
I'll
makes
get
all
it up.
these
You get it up, but you
comments.
need to see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, we
I
get
wanna
it for
see
us,
it.
but
I wanna see it.
other people aren't going to know.
Yeah.
So what happened was, it was the press conference between Tyson Fury, the heavyweight world champion in boxing, and he's just taking the piss effectively. He just got up, said, "The fact that you call me an athlete is a joke." Took his shirt off. He's so fat. He's like his body's disgusting. Doesn't look like an athlete at all. And he's just slapping his body, looking at Klitschko, saying, "Yeah, look at what beat you, mate. Look at what beat you," because he's just so out of shape.
Was he that out of shape?
Nah.
No, for the fight, he wasn't that out of
Yeah.
shape, but he is now. He just looks disgusting.
So when's the fight?
Not for a while, I think.
Is Klitschko get a rematch with him?
Klitschko gets a rematch. Well, Klitschko was champion for so long, so he gets the rematch.
Klitschko, man.
What a name, Tyson Fury, though.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a real name.
It doesn't matter.
It's a great.
Dope. Like anyone's
I
calling him
think
like
Klitschko's
Steve or
a
whatever.
sick
Yeah.
name
Klitschko's
as well,
a
though.
sick name.
Try and speak a little bit closer to the mic, JJ. Just got a
I'm
few
speaking
requests.
Straight into the mic.
All right.
Legit deep throat.
Dude,
in the mouth.
Tyson Fury, he makes all these real obnoxious comments about women and stuff too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a very controversial figure.
Yeah. Is that just for publicity?
No, I think he's like. Well, it's hard to
Or he's
say. It's very
actually
hard to
just a
know,
jerk.
but he seems like he's actually a bit of a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
we
big is
fixed
he? He's
it.
like 6'8" though.
Yeah, he's like 6'8",
Yeah.
120 kilos or something.
So
He's
nobody's
giant.
ever put him in his place.
No, if you're the heavyweight, there's this new guy, Anthony Joshua. Have you ever heard of Anthony Joshua? He's just boxing. He's a young dude. He's like 22. He's an absolute beast. But if you're the heavyweight champion of the world in boxing, no one's gonna fuck with you
Yeah.
ever.
You can say whatever you want.
You're like the king of the entire world.
There's a few UFC people
You're
who'd like to
Yeah, well, if
take it
you're
down.
like UFC number
Yeah, you
one
can do what you
heavyweight
want.
champ, you can beat up every single person on the planet, one on one.
in your weight.
You are one on one the best fighter out of every person. There's like, if it was a worldwide competition one on ones, you'd be the last man.
Is
standing.
that the UFC fighter?
Yeah, like John Jones or something he'd be like last man standing.
He's an
Get
animal.
up, John Jones again.
Let's
Oh,
get a look at
dude.
this guy.
You seen his Instagram? That man is a
He's a beast.
machine.
I mean, maybe there'd be dudes who like if they train fighting could be better because they're better athletes.
What
How
about Bruce
big's
Lee?
John
What if Bruce
Jones?
Lee was alive?
No,
He's a
Bruce
big
Lee.
boy.
Bruce Lee
Big
could
boy.
only do like kung fu.
190.
He's a real small guy. John Jones would take him down and beat the shit out of him.
Like, yeah.
Bruce Lee would get his ass.
Yeah, but-
it's sad to say for Bruce Lee because he's such a legend.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee, you get fucked up.
Oh, he'd
Anyone
get
see that
fucked up
ping pong ball
hard.
thing?
Yeah.
With Bruce Lee? Yeah,
That's
it's
so
fake.
crazy.
It's J up.
Oh.
Sorry to kill you that. Sorry to kill that, but anyone at home
Where's-
listening, you've seen Bruce Lee playing
Yeah,
ping pong.
look
What's
this
he
up
playing ping
now.
pong with?
Bruce Lee with nunchucks. He's playing ping pong, so he's hitting the ball back just with the nunchucks.
Absolute J up.
Well,
Fake.
Fake.
How do you know it's fake?
hate to ruin it. It's fake,
Oh,
everyone.
it's fake. Oh,
Oh,
devastating.
It's fake.
It's a dope video though.
That sucks because he could do some. He could definitely do something good.
Yeah.
He had some skill. We're not calling him a faker.
Faker.
Chet Faker. No, he's
Bruce Lee, you're a
Faker.
faker.
Fred.
I'm like Chet Faker after
calling
the
him
song.
out as a faker.
Actually, we've got a song request
Oh, yeah,
from
you guys know
Will
Jet
Sullivan.
Li?
You
Yeah,
shook me
Enter
all
the
night long.
Dragon, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll cut to a song.
Did you
What's
get
the
any
song?
other requests
What's
for
the s-
songs?
AC/DC. You shook me all night long.
Yeah,
Not yet.
yeah.
Oh, we got one other, but I'm just gonna play
Shook
this.
me
What was the other one?
on
Crocodile Rock.
Oh yeah.
From who?
It's coming, Mad Dog. It's coming.
Mad
Mad
Dog
Dog
loves
Wazaki!
the
Shout out.
Shout out.
Mad Dog
How are you,
Macquarie
bros?
Securities.
Respect to Mad Dog for putting
What?
in the hours last
Grad
week.
job talk. That
Sam,
was
this is
You
where
Shook
we're
Me All Night Long by AC/DC.
We're
Thanks,
talking jocks v
thanks
nerds.
for the request. Yeah, we've been talking a lot of
Nerd.
jocks v nerds in the break.
Ah.
What do you guys think on the matter? Text in 0448856416. Are you a jock or are you a nerd?
Horrific distinction. I think it's artificial.
there's
But what we were saying is that in high school, sometimes the nerds can get the wrong impression of the jocks. Is that right?
Damn nerds, yeah.
They
I feel like we went to an academically selective school, so it's a bit like the,
Yeah,
the
like,
distinction is
I feel like
especially
we were
arbitrary.
nerds as well. We were definitely
The jocks were nerds anyway.
jocks
Yeah,
were
exactly.
nerds.
So I mean, like
yeah.
the nerds were basically just nerds that weren't good at sport, and the jocks were, I guess, nerds that were.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think we ever have really experienced a true jock nerd divide. Like
No, I don't think.
No.
other schools
No,
do.
because at our school, like sport, if you did sport, you weren't some sort of like legend, really.
To quote Honey Swar, what was the Honey Soy? As I shouldn't say.
yeah.
What was the thing in the?
Some were legends.
I mean, there were, yeah, like, but it wasn't like
the GPS.
The article
lowest
about
thing
against
Yeah.
GPS sports players.
builds them up like
They build them up like they're like
Yeah, like their
Adonises,
idols.
like
Yeah.
absolute
Yeah.
legends.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't get much props at old
No.
grammar.
no, not
But I
at
guess
our high
no,
school.
the
Got
issue
enough
was
props though.
you did get big pros, but I think the issue is like
Yeah,
if
had to
you're,
win.
the other kids could feel like it's undeserving. All you are is good at sport. It's not actually worth that much. But those guys are like seen as really great. They're like the center of everything. But is
Why-
being good at sport actually worth that much? Doesn't matter. If you like play first
It
15
shouldn't be
rugby,
valued
it shouldn't
over,
actually
you
be that
know,
important.
academic achievements.
But it is a good thing to be good at.
It's the way it is, bruh.
Frankly, it's good to be good at anything.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's like first like debating. I guess wasn't getting big ups. You know.
First debating got mad
Are you gonna
ups
say
at
this at
least
the
once a
end?
year.
They did get big ups.
They got up.
But I see at other
Alright, I guess
schools,
first
that's the
debating
thing. At
got
other
up.
schools,
Got
debating
big ups.
probably didn't get
I
ups.
think it gets ups in other schools.
Do you think debating gets bigger? Don't say. I don't think debating.
Dude,
gets
I
big
think
ups.
at View and sure they'd get
Oh,
ups.
GPS schools.
No
yeah.
way, bro.
At the GPS.
Not
What about the
compared to,
rest
like,
of New South
anything
Wales?
else.
Do they have to be?
Maybe not as big ups as they deserve.
No, I
think
like. I don't feel like
ups.
many. I don't like feel as if ups are given outside the GPS that much. I don't feel like that school spirit. This is speaking from someone who has no idea.
I think there is. I'm sure there is.
Is there heaps of?
Sports. It's not the same.
I'm talking GPS, CAS, sort of private schools, effectively. Is there like
Yeah.
is there a mad public school loyalty?
Probably not.
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Maybe it would vary.
I don't think. No, I feel like GBS is. It's like Sydney Grammar is really more of an institution than like St Ives High School. It's just there's a difference. Public schools, I don't think it's this. People feel the same way about it. They don't feel like loyalty to their school. Whereas we're like, oh, I'm a grammar boy.
What do you think that looks like from the outside? Pretty shit.
Pretty
Probably
pretty
pretty shit.
pretentious.
You're like,
Yeah.
you're like, what's up with these guys?
Yeah, exactly. They're just people at public school be like, oh, school's whatever, and we're like walking around like getting so
Yeah.
excited. Yeah, like singing songs at the weekend and stuff in blazers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, in our defence,
Once you're in it,
no.
It's
What,
pretty
like
fun.
we had to go to Saturday Sport to observe.
loved it though.
Had there not been compulsory attendance, I don't think they would have got 20 blokes in the stands at Sydney Grammar rugby games.
No, they would have got 20.
They would have got 20.
Well, the main problem with us is we
Ah.
sucked, bro. If we were good, people would have gone, but we were terrible. Our teams got pumped.
Dude, what schools had
Yeah.
the most supporters?
Don't I
from
know
it?
it?
Like
Joey's
Riverview,
view.
Joey's.
Huge.
Yeah, they
that
used to get
that
like
game gets
10,000,
old boys from 1943, you know?
15,000, yeah.
Like,
Serious?
hard.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Boy, all the rugby blokes played like a century ago. Come and
Yeah,
watch.
dude. Oh, but
Yeah,
like,
they just
we
gotta
think
get
it's
pissed on the sideline.
we think it's ridiculous here. What about in the States? When I was in Austin recently, like, that's a university town, and everyone in the town owns a piece of the Austin football team's merch.
Yeah,
Like,
Wait, you
so
mean
much money. And this is like,
University of Texas.
yeah, UT
football
merch.
team, Yeah.
Not
So-
a piece of equity. You mean like a clothing one?
No, like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
clothing.
that's what I mean,
Like
but
a
like-
Longhorns shirt or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
like,
okay.
I don't own any Sydney Uni apparel.
I think that's cool though in America. It's just a different culture, but I think it's cool how they get into their college that much. It gives you something really cool after school. You become a part of this big institution. And there's so many people.
Yeah, but
Everyone
how is it
loves
cool?
it.
Yeah,
How's
I
it
look
cool
at that.
from-
See, I
we're
look
looking
at that
at
and
from
I'm
the
like, that's
outside.
kind of silly. There's
No,
100,000 people
Dude, I
dressed
love
in
it.
the same
I
jumper.
love it. I think it's awesome.
What really annoys me is when people from Australia import college
Oh,
gear
dude.
they didn't go to. You see
Yeah.
people walking around in Harvard shirts who've just bought them online. That just, for me.
It's a bit weird. Like, yeah, there's people I know who went over to America on holiday, like didn't even visit these schools, but just went to their merchandise
You know
shops
who
and bought,
you
like
are.
Stanford and all this gear.
Rubbish.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either.
But then it's like, what if you buy the jersey of a team you support?
I
What do
also
they
find that
support Harvard?
ridiculous.
I guess they
no,
don't.
No, like
It's just kind of
a
cool.
Roosters jersey. Or
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
think
not
that's
as
silly
bad.
as well.
something. So do I.
Yeah.
I don't mind to go.
I
to
saw a
sports
guy at
team.
university walking around in his Parramatta Eels top the other day.
Yeah,
was
so
like-
you just go. He
Was he a player?
Parramatta.
No, he wasn't.
Was it Tony Watmo?
It wasn't Tony Watmo.
Pony what?
Yeah, see, another thing that annoys the shit out of me. This is just gonna be like what grinds Rob's gears for next hour. No,
Yeah.
but when people say, "Oh, we lost on the weekend," and they're talking about like the Swans, it's like you don't play for the Swans.
You see, yeah,
Like,
no, you see, I don't mind that though, because I think a sports club isn't just the club itself; it's the supporters. That's what makes a club. So it's just this big sense of community. You all really get into it, and then together, it's like this big thing where you all go. You're a part of it. The fan side, they're a part of it. Winning, and you're like, we got up on the weekend. It's great. You're not saying you played, but you're just saying you're a part of the whole thing.
Yeah, cunts
And it's
love
nice to
teams,
be a
that's
part of
so-
that type of community. I think it's good. Like, I think in England, especially football league, like it's saying it's a part of a town. Like the football league is part of the town, so the team is part of it, and everyone's a part of it.
yeah, but
and
that's
it's-
not the case here.
I don't like
it's
it because
people trying to get into it.
people seem to get their identity from their club, and it's like you didn't do anything. You just go and watch them on the weekend.
Yeah.
And don't heaps of clubs,
we
don't heaps of players like
won,
switch
we
clubs and
won.
there's like weird issues with like loyalty and
I'm
everyone's
sure
just like,
there is, but
and how's that work in
fans
America when
stick
like the
to
draft and
teams.
people swap like
LeBron, bro. LeBron's the biggest.
yeah, you see that?
example of
Yeah, that
man.
cut people up when he left Cleveland.
That cut
They
him
were
up,
devastated.
Bro.
You see, I feel like, what are you doing with your day when like you've got to take a half day because LeBron's left? Like, surely you've got other
Yeah.
stuff to do.
But they just love it. It's
Dude,
just
it's
no.
little America, bro.
Yeah,
They
dude.
need
I think for people, there's a lot of people who in their lives they just live it like kind of like decent life, but they really love this sport, and it's something big. And I think it's like it's a good thing. It's just a form of entertainment that people need, and they love these sports. They love the athletes, and they love being a part of it. I'm a big fan of sport. I think it's good.
Getting a real measured perspective here from JJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just
You've
like,
thought about it.
It's really
what-
making
what
making
would-
good radio.
What
really.
would
That's
these?
right.
What would these?
For all these geriatrics at home who love the Rabbitohs,
Oh, like come on.
nodding their heads vigorously.
Like you're just yeah. You guys are being rough. I think. Where
A bit right, isn't
what
there
would
some-
these people be doing? Like where you're like
That's-
they should be doing something
I
else.
mean, yeah, I
they
mean,
just find
man.
another way of entertaining.
They just need to
themselves, I think.
entertain themselves.
Do you remember that guy? We watched a baseball game in in New York. We watched a baseball game, and this dude had brought his little girl to the baseball game and did not say a word to her. But the whole time, you remember this, Selwyn, the guy was sitting directly in front of the whole time was he standing up, yelling expletives. We were in the back row, like hard bleachers, like so far away. No one except me
Yeah.
and his 12-year-old daughter could hear him cussing out the other team. This is the sort of loyalty that I have to
He
question.
was just really into it. Yeah, but it's the same. Say, my dad is like a serious supporter of like a team in England, a football team.
The
And-
probably doesn't even want him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying like this level of supporting makes it not good because if I watch a game with him, like you can't talk to him. Like I try saying something to him, and he would just like look at me like anxiously and then like not say anything. So I don't like that
Yeah,
because
I
it
don't
should
like
still be
that.
fun. Like when it's not fun, it's like in watching the game, it's like they're so invested that it's such a stress. And if they lose, it like you're devastated and you're in a bad mood, and you hinge on the result of that. That's a bit far. You should enjoy watching it and like feel invested, so it makes it more fun. But when you get to that point,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what I'm
that's too
talking about. But
far.
I feel like
I
there's
think
way
that's too
too
far.
many.
I think that's so many people that just
Yeah, absolutely.
at the same time though,
Like
like
Rice gets like
you
that.
can just unite with
He
other
watches
people
the
over
Western.
it. When you're with someone else who cares as much about something, just a common cause.
I tell you what though, do you guys remember this? After a big night at one of our mates' houses in I won't drop the suburb, but we got home about 4 a.m. and I slept on the couch and I was woken up at 4:30 by our friend's dad, who then put on the Liverpool Manchester game full
I was gonna
blast.
mention this. Was this?
Yeah.
Was Michael Rice there?
I can't remember, but anyway,
Yeah.
it wasn't his house, and it was savage because
Yeah.
I was not in a good mood and I had to.
You
And he
didn't wanna
sat down on the
listen to-
couch I was on. There was another one across, but I was like opposite the TV, so he had to have that.
Yeah, but I feel like he's kind of asserting dominance.
Well,
It's like, it's
obviously-
my house. Get out of here, son. Like, you think I'm not going to watch the football?
There was a
You can
TV
fuck off.
upstairs. I checked on the way out the next morning. I was pretty annoyed.
Yeah, I feel like the downstairs was the big screen.
Yeah, this
Was
guy
it not?
did the exact same.
Yeah, which
thing
had like
twice.
drunk 18-year-olds like
Mm.
littered all over it.
Better luck next year.
Nah, I think that's his tradition though. He watches the Liverpool downstairs. You know.
yeah.
Yeah, give him a break,
He can do it, but it's
man.
yeah.
Nice
It's
watching it.
once again, it's like, are you gonna cry when the game finishes? You didn't play. It's
Yeah.
What do
Yeah,
you?
nor does anyone care about how you feel, really. I mean,
Yeah.
like, obviously,
I
like,
don't think
they
these people
need...
are saying other people should care how they feel, but
He
like
could have watched it.
I think it's
upstairs,
good
though.
to care about something like that. It just gives them something in their life. It's a part of your life. Like you can make fun of people for caring about silly shit, but it's important to them and it makes their life worth living because they can look forward to this thing on Saturday. They get through the week.
Oh,
They're like,
now-
guess what? I got this
Oh,
on
now
the
it's
Saturday.
saying
mate,
kind
you
of
are painting a
depressing.
sad,
You're
sad...
saying these people
I'm just
these
saying
like
that-
the depressed
you're
people of
assuming- I'm
not
society.
saying they're
Just
Give them something,
one
man. They got
week.
nothing else.
Oh,
Yeah,
They got
it's
nothing else,
you
bro.
guys are fucked.
Their life's going nowhere, and they just wait for
Oh,
that
that's
sweet
not what
Saturday.
I'm
just-
saying.
They clock in, they clock out, and if all they got is the Rabbitohs, bro, why are you going to take it?
They have a decent, good life, but the weekend it's something good that they can like, and which you don't have in your
All
life.
right,
All right, mate.
I'm
All
gonna-
right, mate.
I'm gonna cut to a song.
Oh, yeah. Wait, did someone request RL Grime?
There was a request for Skiller and RL Grime, and I'm gonna
Someone requested Scylla?
yes,
Who?
Matthew Wojciechowski.
Hey,
Loves Scylla,
Wodonka.
yeah.
So this is a
Put it
shout
Yeah.
out for you.
Hope that essay's going well, mate.
Good on you.
You gotta play this
Wojciechowski.
for you.
The ball.
RL Grime. That was Skiller by RL
rather not.
Grime. The number to text in is 0448856416. Text in your song requests. Text in any thoughts you're having, whether you're having a good day, bad day, whether you like us, hate us. We want to hear it.
Now, there's no internet down here, so someone sent me a message, but I can't quite get it on Facebook. But I think it went along the lines of, Rob, how could you like, surfboat rowing and all this stuff, and then not understand why people love the Rabbitohs? Well, the distinction's pretty clear, champ, Alex Bouse. I'm in the boat when I'm rowing, and that's why I care. You're not on the field when the bunnies are playing. So that's the only distinction that I think is relevant there. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I feel like the conversation should move on now. I want
Yeah.
to talk about, and I hope you boys will join me, Tinder.
What about it, Rob?
Well,
Tinder
there's this
socials up.
Tinder socials up, and we've been playing around to no avail, really.
I don't
Yeah.
think Tinder social is that successful because there's just too many people coming in with too many jokes and not taking it seriously.
I feel like we've made a rookie error in having 4 blokes. I feel like you've either got to go 2 blokes. Actually, I'm not.
I don't think four's good. I think
I think
two's the
four's
way
too
to
many.
do it,
Two is-
because
yeah.
there's a lot of twos out there.
What's the go with the guy and girl?
I don't know what they're looking for.
No, neither do I.
I saw a few of them.
I said it. We matched a few.
Yeah.
Feeling adventurous? I don't know.
Maybe they're looking for a 1 or a 2, or they're really fun.
Oh, is this like we're looking to spice things up? You reckon?
Do they is that can you do that on Tinder now?
But
Can a 2
they're
look for a
matching with
1?
4 blokes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's throwing a lot of
That's
heat in the
spicing
pan. You know what I mean?
things up.
I tell you what though.
I think the 2-on-2 is an idea. 2 girls, 2 guys.
Yeah, I mean like it's a double
That
date.
could- yeah, that's a
standard.
double date.
Yeah. Also, look, being so unsuccessful on social media and real life, I want to know what people do. Like, what's your bio? What sort of chat goes well, guys or girls?
Yeah, let us know if you've had success on Tinder, because I've heard so many failure stories, but no one. It's very rare that people are just mowing Tinder.
But you hear like the elusive dude, like a friend of a friend, just like crushes it. And I want to know what's going on, because
Well, I'm pretty sure they'd just be very good looking.
no, I've heard.
That helps.
Oh, obviously it
A
helps.
picture of you with a six-pack
That's
does
the
help.
Premise. That's
Yeah.
why it's like 3 photos. It's so physically.
Oh, it's
okay.
hugely superficial.
So,
Absolutely.
If
But
you're
I
just
mean,
if you're just a mad-looking dude, you are just gonna crush.
yeah, but I
You're
feel
gonna
like you
get
can
the likes, but you might not
you
get.
can game it. Yeah, you can get the matches, but I don't know if
the
you're gonna get.
meetups.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's not that hard after that.
Oh, huge game from average looking bloke.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Are you're not a Tinder man?
Nah.
Live
I feel like
player.
a lot of people use Tinder just to fuck around with anyway. They like.
Oh, it's a
so
J.
many people use it as a joke.
It's a goof.
Everyone just has it. But
Yeah.
I tell you what. What really annoys me in girls' bios, and if you're out there and you're listening and you're a girl, which is unlikely, and you've got this, change it immediately. Saying, "Take me on an adventure." Like that's rubbish. I don't even know you. Don't have the time to go on adventures myself. What even
What
is
does that mean?
Take me on an adventure. That is some rubbish.
What?
Coming from the boy or the girl?
From
a
a
girl.
girl, it's like take me on an adventure. It's like
I've seen that.
What does that mean? Yeah, so many people.
I think what pisses me off is so many people say they like love the outdoors, love doing things in the wild and that. It's like, what do you do? What have you done? They've just gone like the beach or to the park. Like they just talk
Pez
so
wants an
much
itinerary
shit.
of
Yeah, I
American
want
national
I want
parks.
your top 5 hikes that you've done in the last 2 years. I want to know where and
Maybe
when.
this is what we should be saying.
on
I
our
tell, you
own
what, I,
Tinders.
tell, I tell you what else is weird. Like in terms of like the social experiment that is Tinder, it's effectively there to pick up, right?
Yeah.
But then you can't, and everyone knows that. But it's like an unspoken agreement that you can't go in there and be like, "What are you doing later?" Just off the bat, unless obviously you're some stud. But like you got to start off with some rubbish, like because if you do that, no one's going to respond, or if they do, it's going to die. You've got to go in with some rubbish like, "What's your favorite Harry Potter?"
Yeah.
bloody thing, and then
And then-
exchange a few gifts as if no one knows what's going on, and then like organize a beer later, and it's like all in the dark that you guys want to fuck until like the clothes are off. It's a G up. It's an absolute G up.
But that's it. From a girl's perspective, she's got 100 dudes coming at her saying, "Hey, you want to fuck?"
What like my gift's better than yours?
No, say if the guys aren't putting that little bit of time with their shitty one-liners and their shitty jokes and haha, you did this on the weekend, that shit. They've just got 100 guys saying, "You want to fuck?" And like, if you're a girl, you don't want that.
Well, I don't know what girls want.
Well, some do, but I just don't. I don't think that it's like that fun. Just
Some do.
having. I can't speak. But I mean, just 100 people coming up saying that, putting no effort in.
Would be a dream.
Yeah.
I mean,
like there would be those chicks on Tinder who are just super hot and they probably like just like wanting like 1,000.
but what's the point if
and
you're a
then
mad
they'd
hottie?
accumulate 5, and as long after they'd have that 5 there, whoever didn't sound like an absolute freak, you're in with a very good chance.
Yeah.
But they'd all be fucking studs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
That's all. there
Unless
is
you're
to it.
6'6", you know, animal.
Yeah.
There's no point in swiping right to the Instagram model. you know?
No. Well, most of them are bots
It's not
now.
like I was just relying
There are a
on
lot of
I
bots.
matched with a bot last night. It was Carmelia.
Dude,
And
it's-
her bio, she was hot. I was like, wow.
It's cutting. It is cutting.
The bio was pretty good. It was like passionate, hardworking, focused on the journey, not the adventure. And I was
Oh
like,
man, that's pretty generic. Instagram
it is
model
kind of
shit.
generic, but I'm like, they're getting better.
Yeah, dude, AI.
AI, dude.
AI.
It's AI, man.
Oh. Dude, but what are they trying to get out of you?
They send you a
let me
link.
get it up. I'll
they
get it
send
up.
you
They
this
sent me a
rubbish
link.
thing like, hey, do you want to meet up? Meet me at this place. Then a tiny URL, and you click on it, and your phone explodes. I don't know what
And
happens.
they get your credit card details and
oh,
you go
oh,
broke.
yeah, it's
and-
no good.
Serious?
No,
They
they're
trap
preying
you.
on poor blokes.
Fuck yeah, they can have my 250 a fortnight. Go for it.
Okay,
Cheers,
this is
Malcolm.
It. Hey there, Jack. Do you want to maybe meet at some point? We are actually fairly near to one another. If so, could I maybe ask you to verify here, please? www.tinderdata.com. It makes me feel safe knowing people have been checked first. Thank
See,
you
that's
so
a-
much.
They're playing the victim game. They're like, That's
See, some
so many dudes
guys-
would be like, "Oh,
Oh,
that totally makes
shit,
sense. This chick's a babe. She's had a rough time before.
Yeah,
I'm gonna log in."
I am a real guy. I'm a good guy.
I am a nice guy.
I'll
the,
verify that.
the ability for good-looking women to dupe men is out of control.
Oh,
it is.
ridiculous.
It is out of. I've seen some smart men go down. Just go down hard.
Any man
Have you
can go
seen- I was
down.
watching that Seinfeld episode last night where Jerry has that hot girlfriend that gets him out of the speeding ticket.
Oh, I love that.
And,
Oh, I watched that as well.
You know,
Yeah, I
you
watched
saw
the same
that?
episode.
And she's like the hottest chick ever.
Yeah.
And it just makes you think. It just because that was what filmed in like the 1990s.
Yeah.
It just makes you think, man, chicks have been hot since.
Oh, since the start of time,
5000
bro.
BC, bro.
Think about it
Imagine
for
Bro,
if they
survival
would've-
of the
actually,
fittest.
no, I don't think so.
existed. No, they would have.
Dude, I saw some paintings from Pompeii, and I tell you what, oh, nah.
No, but
Before
women
or
have been.
after?
Yeah, the aftershocks would have been happening. Yeah, but think about like the hottest girl you've ever met. Anything she wants you to do, like she asks you to do something,
Like,
you're
obviously
weak.
the teeth problem would have been a little fucked up. Like
Yeah,
you
no
said,
one had dental
but
hygiene.
still, there would have been those winners who just had the genetically
Yeah.
flawless teeth.
When did dental care come in?
Last couple hundred years.
Nah, man. It'd be like
No,
dude,
yeah,
like
they
the
think they had like
50s.
fluoride,
Like-
in like the 1700s. No,
man,
No, when did like braces come in?
Dude, they just
That's
copped
like
it. They,
powder?
they just fell out, man.
I imagine rich people might have like done something.
Nah,
but the
teeth fell out,
poor
bro.
people.
Because you gotta understand,
They
like,
know medicine as
in
well.
order to realize what tooth decay is, you gotta understand about bacteria and microbes and stuff that goes in your mouth and festers and plaque and all that sort of jazz.
They didn't
They
have that
wouldn't have
knowledge.
known, yeah.
They didn't know shit.
They didn't
So
have the
you would've-
they knew
scientific
nothing.
She would have
expertise.
smiled and it would have been like a
Teeth
cold.
all
No,
falling
because
out.
like the reason why our teeth are toast is because of sugar, and sugar's only spiked in the last 50 years.
Yeah, this is true. Actually, they might not get.
like kids in Africa who don't have dental hygiene have great smiles.
Oh yes.
They do.
Yes.
Yeah, they bloody
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Sorry if I've offended anyone at home. I mean that's legit.
This is a great point. Yeah, if you eat no sugar diet, your teeth would probably be just doozy.
yeah,
Really?
yeah,
like,
100%.
like soft drink is so bad for your teeth. It rots them. If you leave a tooth in soft drink, it just disappears.
toast, like in a
Nice,
week, it's
yeah.
toast.
Yeah, all that coke. mate.
Rots it to the
Done.
core.
Done. Yeah, they also had no medicine and shit though. So like they were cooked, you know.
Yeah, families
10
of like
legs to the
50,
wind.
you know.
But they were still attractive.
Like
Well,
their
that's the
skin, Like
thing.
they had no level of like hair care, skin care. Like they weren't showering. They're just dirty. They're pretty stinky.
like- I
Just
feel
for
like
our standards.
age
for
struck-
2016
no one
standards.
ever. No one in like 400 years ago looked like anyone looks on a night out now.
Yeah, like Miranda Kerr airbrushed.
Oh, I
no,
don't
Miranda
know,
Kerr
bro.
airbrushed on the side of a bus, like straight up. That's a new thing.
doesn't
You know what I mean?
exist,
really?
bro.
That is a new thing.
Dude, but how bad we want to bang her. They would want to have.
Yeah,
the
because it was
fuck-
all relative.
Yes,
It was all
yes,
relative.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
control.
Like,
They were.
They still had their top of the-
munted teeth.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
I'd just be like,
They were
"Holy
savages,
shit."
dude. They were savages.
Oh,
Yeah,
They
bro.
still had their
Yeah,
pick of the
it's all
bunch.
just because she's
It's just
airbrushed,
relative to what you
like,
see. Yeah.
Just because the parcel's wrapped up a little.
all right now.
All right, I'm going to play a song for you, Mad Dog. You've requested Crocodile Rock, Elton John. If you want to request or you want to say something, text in 0448856416. We're talking about dental care here.
Oh, that's
All right.
the rich piano.
Like, you're done.
That was Crocodile
Yeah,
Rock
thank
by
you, Mad
Elton
Dog.
John.
Just say
Thanks,
look
Mad
this up,
Dog.
I'm
If
sorry.
you want to text in a track, the number's 0448856416. We're taking requests and we're back. We've just been talking about Pompeii,
So there was time to run.
79 AD, tragedy.
Well, they do surprise.
Harsh.
The whole town
Hearts
Done.
go out to the
Volcano.
was
victims.
destroyed, and we just want to remember them
Take
right
them
now.
on.
You
For
guys
the
know any
victims of
great stories
Pompeii.
about escapes from imminent soldier attacks?
Bro,
No.
what are you talking about?
George,
Nah.
what was that? I couldn't quite hear you in the mic. Speak up. Speak a bit
Just
closer.
read into it, son.
Yeah, we were just talking about how bad it would be if you were just living in a village in like 5 AD and there was just a group of Roman soldiers about to ravage your town.
There's like nowhere to go. You lived in a town. There's nothing around. They just come and like savage your town.
Dude,
and
this
just
is
be on their
happening
way.
today, though.
It's happening today, dude.
This is happening.
You don't have to
today.
say 5 AD. This is happening in the Middle East.
What was that?
Yeah, but
No, it's different.
That's,
It's
that's,
different.
That's,
No. Okay. What's the oh, this is so poor of
Now
me to
there's
not
like-
remember this. The village in Vietnam that got completely
My lie.
My Lai massacre. Right? Same Romans, I mean, on
Similar.
the same ballpark.
What's
Yeah.
the Nylai massacre?
My
A
lie
bunch of
massacre.
Yanks sustained serious casualties. Charlie Company in the preceding weeks before they went out on this mission, and they found this Vietnamese village and just went to town, like killed all the women, raped them.
The Yanks did.
The Yanks
Yeah.
did, bro.
They did.
These are harsh 18-year-old boys, from the Bronx who had a shit time, watched all their mates die, and just lost their plot and just done awful things.
Yeah, if you want to be horrified, look at what the Japanese did to the Chinese.
Oh, rape of
Nanking,
Nanking.
bro.
Yeah, when they
no
went to
good.
war, that got ugly.
Dude, apparently they used to throw babies up and
Yeah,
skew them
cut-
on
yeah.
That's
Oh,
not okay.
that's fucked.
So yeah, I mean, like humanity stays the same. That's the messed up thing about technology, right? The fact that our capacity to destroy has grown so quickly, but our sort of response, or we don't have the capacity to measure response. I've explained this poorly. But what I'm trying to say,
I think I know what you're getting at. Yeah, keep going.
what I'm trying to say is we haven't evolved to the extent that our technology. has.
The technology's progressed faster than us, and
But our,
our
like,
ability
moral
to,
Inhibitions. Yeah.
act in a moral, just behavior and respond to that growth of technology, it's not sufficient.
Yeah, and that's why we've got people believing in a 2,000-year-old book, that are willing to drop nukes and end the
Yeah,
planet.
and now those
Yeah,
people
because
who
of a
would
dude
have,
in the sky.
yeah, they've got nuclear bombs if they
Yeah.
want, which isn't a good thing.
Back in the day, I mean, they could do rough stuff like crusades and that, but nukes.
Yeah, nukes fuck shit up. Nukes add a whole new.
Does Australia have any nuclear weapons?
We don't. We should.
No, we
we
don't.
should.
Well, what do you think about that money that's been invested into the submarines in Australia?
Oh, well, he's talking to a guy who's a brother in the
Oh.
Navy, and an uncle who's a submariner, so I
Big
love
fan,
it.
yeah.
Big fan, up the Australian
Well,
military. No.
Is it justified that we
we're
need
in-
to build our defence
We're an
force?
island of 20 million people.
Yeah.
North of us is another island full of poor people, and there's 300 million of them.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that, Indonesia's going to invade. All I'm saying is border security is important for an
Yeah, it
island
would
nation.
Be very naive not to protect yourself.
I feel like
I
having a
think-
huge
Is it
army is
really?
stupid.
Yeah, you have to be like aware of what can happen and just be able to protect. What if something happens? Like we need a strong naval.
Yeah,
force
I mean,
to
like,
protect our country. We're an island.
Is there gonna be some crazy wars ahead of us?
oh, there's
Yes.
no,
For
no, I don't think so.
sure.
I think
Oh,
Or
I
has the
think there's-
Western world developed? Do we have too strong a relationship
No.
with these other countries?
No, I think there will be wars.
Something will happen.
Is
No,
something
this is-
bad gonna happen? Like China's gonna crush something?
No, I don't
Maybe.
think so. I don't think so. I honestly think we've
What do you
seen an
reckon?
end.
Come to our aid.
No,
Well,
no,
I think
I-
there's been a huge split. Also, like classes is like there's such a
Boom.
split inequality
Crushed
where
it.
like the poorest of society. In the past, they could get up and revolt against the rich, but the rich are so powerful with the army now they can't. But something's going to happen where there's a split there where they won't take it anymore, living in
Yeah.
poverty while a few people live really rich.
I think JJ's right, and I'm about to butcher a brief synopsis of an economics tome by Thomas Piketty, I think. But basically, I got this secondhand as well. But essentially, with the demise of conventional warfare, right? What you've got is effectively capital stays where it is. So what happened in World War II and World War One was there was a huge put up in capital, a huge divide between how much money people had, and then the point is when you bomb Berlin and when you bomb London, all the capital people have, all the land and all the equity disintegrates, becomes meaningless, and that is like a really artificial but good way to divide up incomes again, to divide wealth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To get like an equitable redistribution of wealth. But seeing as conventional warfare like that doesn't exist anymore, we don't have that artificial mechanism to bring us back on parity. So the next potential conflict, this is some serious rubbish that I'm spitting, but the next potential conflict is going to be one of classes because there's no mechanism to bring back equality of wealth.
Wow.
How's that, conspiracy theorists?
So what
Back
does that
me up,
mean?
text in.
What does that mean though? In like a tangible way, the poor will just revolt.
The thing is that the poor can't revolt anymore because in the past they'd have greater numbers. But if the rich of the country is backed by the army, if the political party is backed by the rich people and that has the army at their disposal, the rich people will have no recourse.
Debatable.
So they just
Dude,
get shot down.
That's
if they
why
come up.
Socrates said, in order for a revolution, the man in the military must make a decision whether he's to fight for the poor or for the rich.
Wow.
Yeah, but in like that seems so
George has come out with a
unlikely
pearl of wisdom
in
from
America
Socrates.
because
Got
That's
that
pretty
one from-
powerful.
You know what I'm saying?
The whole,
Socrates, yeah.
The
It
balance
doesn't
lies
matter.
with him. It
It's
lies
up
with
to the army.
man.
Yeah,
They
but
make
he's
the
not
choice.
Paid by
the whole idea.
But they are paid by the rich.
Yeah,
He
George.
comes from the poor.
The whole idea of the army, though, is that it's a chain of command. You don't think for yourself. You report to your superiors.
Ah, rubbish.
That's why it's
No,
hard for
that
you to
is
make a
true,
decision.
that
No,
is
it is true to a certain extent, but the point is, I mean, like, if you think about
You're deserting.
no,
if you
the
go against.
Nuremberg trials, that excuse wasn't granted to the Germans, right? When they're just saying, look, I was doing this, but I was just following orders. You have a degree of autonomy as an individual. Like that movie, Eye in the Sky. God, I hate to do a plug, but it was a great film. But you do have a degree of autonomy when you're executing orders. Now, the risk you take is obviously,
I
getting
mean,
fired and going to prison.
I feel
But like
it's
as an
just a lot
individual,
easier
you have
said
that.
than done.
Absolutely.
So-
Absolutely.
Like yes, I.
You-
hear
no,
what you're saying,
well-
I just don't see it happening.
You're gonna
Because
look
more
out
than-
for yourself in your life. You're
more-
gonna follow orders. You're gonna if your general's like, hey,
Exactly.
Yeah, but are
We're-
you the sort of bloke that can live with what you're doing? That's the issue. I mean, it's an issue of
are
moral
you the
integrity,
sort of
personal
bloke
integrity.
who's gonna sacrifice his life for it for the values?
Well,
he
you don't
believes in?
necessarily get killed by your own squad. It's not like a kill or be killed situation.
It might be.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about, though.
Well, I'm saying I've got the hypothetical situation where if you disobey your commander, you get killed.
Yeah, look, I feel like that would be incredibly difficult, and obviously not many people would do it, but I don't feel as if those binaries exist very
guess
often
not.
in real life.
Okay, but I
Yeah.
also don't think that enough of the army would ever, if it came to class warfare between the rich and the poor, enough would go to the side of the poor where it would be a fair
I'm not
fight.
sure, man. If you look at the disintegration of Weimar Germany,
Dude,
not many people back the establishment, but anyway.
Do you know what Assad did to the army? He gave them land, so that he gave the poor people who were in the army land, so that if they were to revolt against him, they would lose the good stuff that he'd given them.
Yeah.
And so that's why they wouldn't revolt.
Yeah,
That's
so
how
it
he's
seems
been
like
able
it
to make
would.
Pretty solid
Poor.
strategy, really.
Yeah, because
Solid.
if you gave the poor nothing, the soldiers, then they'd be like, yeah, fuck, you've never done anything.
Yeah.
Well,
He gave them
yeah.
these great pieces
It's
of
the
There-
same in North
nice
Korea. You're not
stuff.
getting
That's what I
fed
was
unless
about
you're in
to
the
say.
army.
Yeah, well, there is in North Korea. There's a legitimate chance of them getting nuclear weapons and just being kind of
Yeah,
like
now,
a
I
rogue
wanted to talk
nation
about
who has the chance. Who like, if you gave people in the Middle East right now nuclear weapons, like there's a risk that they would use them. Like so, just with nuclear weapons existing, there is a chance every day of, just them going to war with nukes. And when we go to war with nukes, I mean, what happens then?
How many
The world
countries
falls
have
apart.
nukes?
Quite a lot.
Bro,
I'm
there's a
sure.
few.
20?
I think I heard Lebanon has a nuclear weapon. I might be mistaken on that.
Mate, Google's right in front of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
get
look
it-
this
get
up.
it-
Let's
get
look
it
this
on.
up.
Quite a
I
few.
forget that I've got the computer.
I
here.
feel as if, as an
But it's
island
the
nation
ultimate stalemate.
with not many people, we should have them.
No.
Because I have this theory, which is totally unfounded, that if we, firstly, no one's ever
Yeah,
going
I
to
think I
invade
know what you're
Australia.
gonna say.
No one's ever going to invade Australia. Like a land invasion just doesn't happen anymore.
So
But if anyone did, I feel as if we wouldn't get support
You
or
see, I think this is-
harsh support from the US.
I think it's ridiculous. Why?
You don't
Why
think?
would the
No.
US and Britain and all the countries who we're allies with not help us?
Okay,
Why would
let's
they
say
break their oath?
hypothetical China invades,
yeah,
and China says, "Look, we just want to annex eastern side of Australia. That's it. We're going to let them have the west.
We've
We
got
have
the east
we
now,
have 3
it's
billion
ours.
people. They don't have nukes. It's just going to happen. We're going to do it trying as peacefully as possible. We need the land. We don't want to start World War III. Are 20 million bogans in Australia worth starting World War III?
Stand by your word. you don't.
No,
you
I
don't-
think the US would
You know what?
come to
yeah,
us.
you know what?
They're
That
coming.
World War One.
No idea.
England had like a treaty with
Yeah, they're coming.
with.
bro.
They're coming.
Because
they're not gonna-
Because
letting
there's a
China
carry-on
send
effect. Then China. How do we know China just want the east, man?
Dude,
China's
this-
China will take the
if
east. Then
China's
This is
they'll
the
take
beginning.
the
This
east.
this is
The
the
east will
beginning
be
of World War
so
II. This is what Hitler
The
said.
east will be so damn good. They'll be like, hey, we're taking the west as well. US didn't even do anything.
Exactly. Yeah. US didn't even help out their allies.
Dude, this
It's
is
a
what
slippery
happened.
slope,
This is
bro.
what happened in World War II.
What happened?
When Chamberlain came back and he's like, "There's peace in the fucking Europe." Look, basically,
I mean,
just
yeah,
like
the
I'm offending
US
so many people.
The US actually didn't help out Europe for a long time in World War II.
It was only after
Yeah, but they
Pearl
cashed
Harbor.
in
No,
on
but
it.
the point is, England. no, yeah, well, that's true. England let Germany take fucking Poland and half Czechoslovakia
Yeah.
before they did anything.
That's right.
right. So what's the difference between all of Poland and half of Czechoslovakia and half of Australia?
People
And
love
also, you got to
Australia,
think. You got to think. Had they stopped there?
Poland hadn't done
Oh, hold up,
shit
hold
for
up, hold up. Had
Yeah, no one likes the
no,
Polish.
no.
Keep going.
What I'm saying is, had Hitler stopped, oh no, it was Czechoslovakia and then Poland. Whatever. Had Hitler stopped then, that would have been it, right? It's just because he kept pushing. They were like, okay,
Yeah.
we've got to stop him.
It's Thursday,
So this
bro.
policy of appeasement works only until it doesn't work. So who's to say half of Australia isn't just sweet?
Nah,
What if it was just Darwin?
not happening.
I mean, I don't
Shout
know.
out to Danny Baker. Darwin apparently is awesome.
Oh, I've been.
I wish I knew more about
average.
politics and economics and just the way the world worked to really have a good extensive
If
knowledge
straight
of
up
this,
China's
man.
just like, we have harsh economic pressures, we're just going to push out some some kangaroo.
I mean,
lovers.
I hope those submarines come through.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
why
We're
But I
gonna
mean, I
strap
don't even
nukes
think
on
they're
them,
good
baby.
enough.
We're gonna strap nukes on them because that's the ultimate deterrent. Doesn't matter how many people you have. Doesn't matter how many planes you have.
You got
The
that
point is,
army.
if you've got that sweet, sweet nuclear weapon,
Yeah.
it's
Nuke
that
daddy.
harsh deterrent.
So this is who has nuclear weapons.
And let's just remember they have come through the Japs.
Oh, mate.
What do you mean?
They've
That
done
was a
stuff
World War.
to us.
No, that was a
That was
that
World
was a
War
World
Two.
War
It's
II, bro.
different. It
Yeah,
wasn't a
they-
personal
we were-
vendetta.
Everyone was.
I'm just saying.
They did sneak
They
in.
have come.
Also,
they just
it's
peed
not
on the beach
impossible
for a
mate,
little while.
there's
So
no.
Russia has 10,000 nukes,
Oof.
which is scary. China has 240. North Korea fewer than 10. Pakistan 100. India 100. France 300. UK 200. Israel 80, and the US 8,000.
It only takes one.
Russia's the powerhouse there.
You fire one and it's just game
Shout
over.
out to Ethan Atkins, who's just linked me the treaty on non-proliferation proliferation of nuclear weapons. Totally understand, mate, that they're not good.
What's
But-
he trying to say?
He's trying to say that, shut up, Morris. There's a treaty to try and reduce the amount of nuclear weapons in the world. Why would you want Australia to have one? Because you either have them or you don't. And that goes for the whole planet. It's not like some countries can have it and some don't.
Once we get one,
Mate,
then New Zealand will be like, shit, we need one
Yeah,
as
I
well.
do
we're
feel-
never going to invade New
I do
Zealand.
feel kind of bad for those countries who don't have them and they try to get them and then like America comes along, it's like, nah, you can't have them. And they're like, well, you have them. And they're like, well, I want them. Like, and then America's like, nah, you can't have them. You're right.
I'd be scared if Australia had them, though. I'd be like, oh, shit.
Of what?
Nuclear weapons.
We're not gonna
It's not like you
accidentally
can just like flick a
detonate.
switch and like, oh no.
Oh,
okay,
no.
mate. Yeah,
And we put it in the middle of Australia. It'd be
I
like,
mean,
you
yeah.
know, it's not like you just have it outside Sydney, just like a nuke just lurking.
Dude, I'm scared. I didn't even think North Korea had any.
I don't think
No,
they
they've
do,
got,
man.
I don't
Well-
think they have them either. They've got those long range. They just tested the long range ballistic missiles.
The IBMs.
Yeah, and they've got those. But I think they're trying to develop nukes.
Dude, we'd have spies in North. America would have spies in.
America probably would.
Yeah,
They
props.
would, for
Did you see that
sure.
student in America who
Oh,
tried to take down a
yeah.
North Korean flag?
When you got 20 years?
15 years hard labor,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Dude, that's happened a couple of
Dude,
times.
what's the follow-up on that? Is he still just
Why do
doing
you
his
go
time?
there?
He's
Straight up,
doing
why do you go?
hard
It's just
labour.
harsh labour.
Hard labor
Yeah,
sounds like
hard
such a
And
brutal-
hard labor in North Korea is hard
It's like
labor.
18 hours a day of digging
Underground.
holes,
Big
and
working
that's it.
class.
And then filling it.
Yeah, I've heard your whole body just rots because you get no Vit D.
Yeah, they just die, and when you die in the field, they just drag you out and put another person in. Also,
is
sometimes
savage.
people get sentences of 3 generations of hard labor. So it's like your kids, and your kids' kids all cop hard
So you
labor.
haven't even been born yet, but
Yeah,
you've got to live
you've
your
been
whole life
sentenced to hard labor for
Man,
what your
that's so
granddad
What
did.
generations are just released, but they're in poverty. They're just fucking.
Yeah, 4 generations down.
Yeah,
the
you're done.
line,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a brutal sentence.
Any wealth that your forefathers have tried to
Just
build
don't go
up
there.
For your,
You just steer clear. It seems like a dumb place
Yeah.
to go.
yeah, I mean, why the fuck would you even?
He was on like a kind of political student university project, but what he did, he stole some sort of flag, and then he got caught, and they were like, you can't do that, and you went to court, and they gave him 15 years.
Hard labour.
Yeah, the hardest.
And I mean, who knows if he's ever getting out? Who knows at 15 years they're gonna let him go?
I
Just
feel like
die
he's
during that
foreign.
time as well.
Dude, have you seen the video?
They'll make sure he lives.
Pretends to cry and stuff.
Wait, who pretends to cry?
Dude, YouTube.
I'll get it up.
Who are
What do
you
you want me to
talking
say?
about?
Taught
Who?
the guy.
Dude, does he really pretend to cry, or is he
I
actually
think
crying?
15 years hard
He's got 15 years hard labor in North Korea.
I don't think he's on the
those
goof. I
tears are
don't think he's on the goof.
But he's
Alright, alright.
secretly laughing, like, yeah, wanted that labor.
No, because I think his lawyers or whatever defense he's got has said, look, you need to actually show that you are like legitimately sorry. I'll give you like 30 years hard labor.
Mate,
So, yeah,
that,
he got
that
that
I'd be
sweet-
crying
He's
legit.
got
That
that
fucked.
sweet
It's
low
just that
sentence.
fucked.
Yeah, American student
Got
Otto
videos.
Warmbier sentenced to 15 years hard labor in North Korea.
Yeah, brutal.
Alright,
I think it was from
I'll watch the
University of
video.
Virginia.
I was watching the other day on YouTube the moment the verdict of the O.J. Simpson case was given out.
Was he
I've seen
stoked?
that.
Was he loving
He
it?
was stoked, but the whole of America stopped, like, to watch it. I never realized how big this case got.
Oh,
It was
dude.
everyone.
Huge.
And it also
Huge.
turned into they show everyone celebrating, and literally, every black person is celebrating,
Oh,
and
I
every
know the
white
video,
person
yeah.
is just sad. Like, they completely turned it into a
Dude. Yeah.
racial thing instead of a whether he did it. It was crazy.
Pez has got this video.
I'm
up.
just
It's-
watching the video.
look
It
at
looks
him.
legit.
It looks legit, bro.
Looks like
He
he's
is.
crying,
Look, I'm gonna
George.
play it, and we
Kids-
can all listen to it.
Worst mistake of my life. But please, act to save me. Please. Think of my family.
Yeah, look,
Well-
that's
Following
no good.
that flag,
That's
bruh.
no good. That's no good.
That's no
Can